Hello, I'm Cyprian Zim, a user experience designer, and today we are going to be talking about adoption. Not a typical adoption of babies as you may think, but adoption of your application, your digital products. In this video, we are going to explore some aspects of authentication that prevents the users from fully adopting your application. So, if that's something that sounds interesting to you, let's dive right in. Before we begin, I would like to mention that there are many rules that govern the user's interaction with technology, and a lot of research has already been done on this topic. So to keep this video basic, you just need to understand the following. The first thing, users are goal-oriented. This means that they come to your application for a reason, either to get something done or to find the information they need. The second thing, the user's attention span is very limited, and as a result, they will leave your application if they are not satisfied with the experience. And the third thing, users have a Play Store, meaning that there are many other applications in the Play Store or Apple Store that provide the same thing that you do, and they will likely want to play with those applications too. So what are some of those aspects of authentication that prevent users from adopting your application? Have you ever downloaded an application and this is the first time you're using this application? The first screen you see is the login screen. Then you manage to find the sign up button. And when you click on it, only to discover that to sign up, you need to fill your first name, last name, username, email, password, gender, address, phone number, secret question, and the list goes on. We'll assume that just hearing me say this out loud, the whole process sounds like a very tedious process. Of course it does. Many users get frustrated when they are faced with this kind of tedious sign-up process, and they'll most likely bounce to another application. Remember, the users are goal-oriented and their attention span is very limited. Exposing them to such tedious process before they actually use the application will overwhelm them and they may leave the application. So how might we make the sign-up process more easy for the users? This is a topic to discuss with your team, and depending on your business goals and objectives or your platform functionality, you are going to conclude with different answers to this question. In the example I talked about, the first screen the user sees after installing the application is the login screen. This might confuse some users, and to resolve this, a good practice is to build an onboarding process where the user is welcomed and informed about the benefits of the application he is about to use. This would build trust between the application and the user and engage the user to proceed with the application. The next thing to resolve is the issue of the long, tedious form. One way we can do this is to drop some information up front. Think of the most important information the application needs immediately that will allow the user to authenticate with the application, and use only those information for the sign-up process. For the rest of the information, you can figure out clever ways with your team to get the information from the user once the user is already authenticated with the application. Another way to use third-party authentications like Google Authentication, Facebook Authentication. So with one click, the user can authenticate with your application, and as a result, giving you the basic information you need to authenticate the user with the application. Another way, and the last tip, focus more on adjusting the design of the form. Segmenting your form into different parts by grouping related information together and letting the user fill in a flow will increase the engagement of the user towards the form. It's also good, however, to help the user through the process with tips and explanations where necessary. Well, that's all I have for you guys today on authentication. If you found this video valuable, like and share. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook and LinkedIn for more content like this. Until then, see you in the next video.